All right, folks, we're in Greenville, North Carolina. This is the Paris Mountain KOM attempt. This is just the effort itself. If you're looking for the context and the story and any version of my personality outside of audio, you're in the wrong place. If you just want some watt smashing, here we go. This is the right place. Now I'm not. Although that said, I'm not super happy about the watts on this one or the effort in general. I did an effort in Roanoke. I did like a 13-minute climb a few days before this, and I think I averaged like 427 watts. A few days after this, I did similar in Chattanooga for 13 minutes. This is like a 6-7 minute KOM effort. Sorry, it's 8 minutes and change. But it's something like that, and I did similar power for 8.5 minutes, what I'd done for 14 minutes 2 days before and 2 days after. So I guess this commentary will be a little bit about kind of how that happens. I wonder if I feel like I've always been kind of flimsy, vulnerable to stress relative to other athletes. Some of the worst kind of parts in my career were times when things weren't right elsewhere, be at home or whatever else, and that kind of applies. And it wasn't that bad here. It was just like I had a rough morning in Greenville, and kind of nothing aligned to the point where I'm ready to go for this climb, and so I had a flat tire at the start. I was riding around. I've got tubulars. Luckily, I bring clinchers when I train. So I'd flatted my tubular, which happens, but just you hope it doesn't happen in the video or the day of filming. And I brought a spare, but that's not really gonna. It's not like I can glue it in the half hour I have before I got to film and go to the next spot. So that was kind of a pain. I got a flat, so I had to do it on the clincher, which obviously costs a few seconds on a steep climb. And then I should probably caveat this, which I know my life is pretty good. If this is what I can complain about, is me, not having the perfect effort on the climb. And I also know it's weird because my job, and I guess I put job in finger quotes, but it doesn't really matter if I get the KOM or not. As far as on a day-to-day, what matters is I'm still physically at a professional or close to a level, and that's what kind of keeps my sponsors happy. And like I said in this video, if I got all the KOMs, it really wouldn't be an interesting channel. So I can know all that, but I'm still enough of a competitive pain in the butt that when I don't get a KOM, I'm annoyed. And it's not so much at the result; it's the effort. Did I put in the best effort? And today, like I said, in the watts, I've got the Shimano power meter, and I'm looking at the Wahoo, and I just knew I wasn't quite there. So there was the flat that just stressed me out, and I just did my warm up, and then here's a flat, and I can't really dilly dally around Greenville because I got to get to Chattanooga that night to do the next video. And then when I started, I've got the live segments on there, but the live segments that's on the Wahoo, but it doesn't always trigger unless you start far enough back. So I went. First I started the effort, and I realized I got my stepdad and my aunt and my mom parked in the shoulder, and I start going. It's oh, oops, I didn't have the camera on. So we turn the camera on, get going, and then go back up, and the GPS reception is spotty where it's kind of remote there. So the first time I started, the segment didn't trigger on my live segment. So I got 45 seconds in and was oops, there's no segment. I gotta, I'm gonna restart. It helps to have the segment. So I'd rather, once I realized that, I turned around, went back in. And so a few of those little things, and it adds up. We're okay, I plan my flights, I book my tickets, I do my hotels, my mom's driving the car with the camera, so I'm kind of in charge of that, not messing up. And at some points it's just, it's too, what you see is me riding a bike. What goes into it is all kinds of weird stuff. And again, I'm not complaining, this is my life, but I'm just explaining why I didn't get the effort I wanted. And why I hope to go back to Greenville, because all of this not definitely, you never know, but I do feel like this adds up to the 10 seconds that I missed the KOM by. And I think I kind of realized that at the time too. So like the bottom, I put in, I put in a good effort, but I was conservative. I knew I wasn't entirely there. And now that we're kind of 3 minutes from the top, I think the segment had me down like 20 seconds on the KOM, so I was gaining time at the end on Chris Butler. But it was funny, like going into it, I sort of thought Butler's time would just smash me. Passed a handful of folks on this ride, and a couple of them talked to me at the beginning and end. It was kind of a nice crew. I think there's always people going up Paris Mountain in Greenville. There's always a group, but I forget which ones said hi. But it's kind of a cool crew. But I kind of I kept Greenville short. Like I talked about in the main episode, have some not great energy with Greenville. There's some folks in Greenville that I probably don't want to connect with. But on this trip, I planned it real short just to kind of go for the video and keep going. And I met folks that I did like, and I did enjoy my time there. Some cool restaurants and a nice downtown, and my mom was there. So ended up like having a good trip and wishing I'd done it a little bit longer. But again, same thing with all this. Like this is me planning it and me doing logistics and me paying for the whatever the cost and food and the hotel, stuff like that. So I can't. I'd love to stay for a week at each spot, but that's going to add up at the hotels and whatnot. My mom wants to stay in a nicer hotel than I do. Put it that way. I'd book something that I could afford for a month. She's she doesn't want to hear the elevator beeping. Anyway, so here's the climb. I was close to my time. The power's not awesome. Not awesome for me. Just knowing I could smash a little more. But nice day, nice climb, and close enough. One of those it's a 2-hour drive from Atlanta, and I end up going to Atlanta a fair bit to visit my mom and stepdad. So I was kind of like I can get back there, and it won't be like I could just buzz up there for a day or two next time I visit them. So that's on my radar. Hopefully at that point I can get a little have some notice and organize kind of a group and do a ride. I miss doing that too. Kind of COVID killed that, and then the tight video schedules killed that as well. When I go somewhere, I like to add a day. Like I'm gonna ride with so and so. Meet me at this time and make that available. This trip I wasn't able to do that. But so here's kind of the last bend. I know the finish is coming up, and I'm emptying it, but not able to empty as much as I want. But now I'm like, all right, I saved it for this. So here's where I get a little bit of time out of the KOM. But I knew wasn't going to overcome 11 seconds, and the deficit I had on the live segment. So like I said, we'll get back and we'll try it again sometime. But that's the story of Greenville. Do watch the full episode. I think you'll enjoy it. I tried. I did my best with a couple days and some fun stuff. So it's a nice town to ride a bike for sure. There we are. That's the finish top of this crest. So see you next time from Chattanooga.